What is up, guys? So a very common question that I get all the time is, can I sell on Amazon FBA if I live in another country, right? So you want to sell in the USA market, but let's say you live in, for example, in Romania, right? Or Andorra, or, any number of different countries, and you're worried about taxation, you're worried about whether or not you can actually sell in the USA market. So let's answer that question once and for all, to save myself time, but more importantly to, enable people out there who are, ready to make that final step into financial freedom, but are just worried about that last little question in the back of their head: can I sell in these markets if I live in a different place? So let's quickly talk about, first of all, where Amazon operates, right? So Amazon operates 11 online marketplaces, all of North America, the UK, Germany, Italy, France, and Spain, India, China, and Japan, right? So they're planning on launching in Korea and Australia coming up, but as of right now, these are the marketplaces that Amazon operates in. So we're going to include these resources, don't worry, in the description of the YouTube video, but I do want to talk quickly about taxes and regulations because these are all important, implications to as whether or not you can actually do this from another country. So they give you a very detailed explanation of taxes and regulatory considerations, whether you are in the USA or for the regulations for the non-US taxpayers, right? So if I live in Australia, but I want to sell in the USA, do I have to pay USA income tax, right? This is going to answer all of the different questions you have about customs, tariffs and duty rates, tax identity collection and validation, right? All of these different things for you guys, and it's in a very succinct way, and it comes directly from Amazon, so you know it is the truth, right? And so if you aren't a tax expert, which I'm not, and I never claim to be, and I never want to be, you can find, your CPA, or if you can't afford a CPA, you could talk to, your smartest friend who knows the most about taxes, right? Bring this to them, have a conversation, open that conversation, and figure it out. This is the resource that you need to be able to figure it out. So it talks about USA tax implications. It talks about Canadian if you want to sell in Canada. It talks about European tax considerations, right? Japanese, all these different markets, no matter where you are in the world, these are the regulations and tax considerations that you have to think about. So that is what is going on as far as the markets you can operate in, and where and how you're supposed to pay taxes in relation to that. Another important feature, right, is can I actually use my native bank account, or do I have to set up something else? Because one of the things people always ask me is, I don't have a USA bank account, so how could I sell on Amazon in the USA, right? So what you can do is you can register for an LLC. You don't have to be in the state, right? You can register in Nevada or Wyoming. I usually recommend Wyoming because they have no state income tax, but you can also do it from outside the state, right? So if you want to just register a USA company to get a USA EIN, all you have to do is just Google search Wyoming LLC, right? And I use the Buffalo service. It's $149 for the entire year. They register an agent for you. They let you ship mail to their address in the USA. It's very easy. I have a detailed explanation of exactly how to do that in my course, right? But or if you prefer to use your native LLC alternative, or use a company in your own country, that works too. But the important part to note here, guys, is that Amazon actually allows you to use your own bank account in a lot of scenarios, right? So these are all of the countries that Amazon allows you to actually accept, currency directly into your bank account. So, for example, let's take a look at what this means. So the important part here, guys, is the asterisk. So if you live in the United Kingdom, you can just take money directly into the, British pounds, no problem, right? If you live in the USA, obviously you can do USD. If you live in Australia, you can get your payments, for selling your products on Amazon FBA directly into your Australian bank account. The asterisk is an important part here, right, guys? So, for some countries that may not be considered first world countries, or, depending on how Amazon classifies that, they actually allow you to use a company called Payoneer with Amazon. So Payoneer is an interesting company that basically allows you to form a impromptu bank account to sell with services online, without having to worry about opening a USA bank account. So what this is Payoneer is a regulated money services business, licensed money transmitter. Summated without reading into it too much, basically Payoneer allows you to take your money from selling on Amazon if you live in any of these countries, right? So if you live in Sri Lanka, you can sell on Amazon, right? If you live in South Korea, if you live in Jordan, if you live in Indonesia, all these different countries that might say, you know, it would be impossible for me to open a USA bank account, right? Payoneer is enabling you to change your life, to create that sustainable business on Amazon FBA, and to not worry about it, to let Payoneer handle all of the complexity, right? And let you focus on building your Amazon business. So if it, you know, and I'll include this list in the YouTube video. If it does not have an asterisk, you can use your Australian bank account, right? If it does have an asterisk, then you can link Payoneer and take your payouts directly through Payoneer for selling on Amazon FBA, guys. So there's no reason to not get involved, right? Don't let these obstacles get in your way, right? Nothing can stop you with Payoneer, right? If you live in one of these countries, you don't even need Payoneer. You can get your dispersions from selling on Amazon FBA, your profits, you know, the money you're making directly into your Australian bank account, directly into your UK bank account for selling in the USA, right? If you live in one of the asterisk countries, you can use Payoneer to get paid. So don't let anything stop you. If you live in another country, absolutely, unequivocally, yes, you can sell on FBA, on Amazon FBA in the USA or in any of the you know, countries that Amazon FBA operates in. So you can do it. I'm going to supply the resources for you guys to talk about taxes, right? To talk about where you can sell, right? And to talk about how to get paid, which is the most important part, guys. So never get discouraged. Nothing can stop you. Amazon FBA. We're going to do it together. All right. See you next time.